one piece of personal effect. Clothing, a bag, book. There were no remnants of anything that Maura Murray had with her that night when she walked away from that vehicle. Nothing's been found. And we've done quite a bit of searching up there.
This is part of a disturbing video that appeared on a YouTube channel belonging to someone named 112 Dirtbag. Maura Murray's car crashed on Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire 8 years ago. The man in the video maniacally laughs for a minute, then stops, winks, and then this message, happy anniversary. But there was also this video on 112 Dirtbag's YouTube channel, a ski lift ticket for Bretton Woods Ski Resort. Bretton Woods is about an hour away from the scene of Murray's car accident. The lift ticket dated February 11th, 2004, 2 days after Maura Murray disappeared. John Healy is a retired New Hampshire State Police lieutenant who has searched for Maura on a volunteer basis. He believes the two videos are a cruel prank.
I've been investigating this as a volunteer with 8 or 9 other people since 2006. This has no credibility to me at all.
I was talking to Lance at the time, and Alden Olson tried to take that, and I figured he would try to do this. He eventually tried to delete any evidence that he had put that up there along with the video. Now Lance was able to download that and send to me, and then I put it back up on YouTube, and that's where it's at. So it's a record, of history here. As a journalist, that's part of what we do. We make sure that people that are suggesting that they murdered Maura Murray can't just disappear back into the woodwork. Let's look at who this guy was, and eventually we discovered it was this man, Alden Olson.
This is the Missing Maura Murray podcast. Welcome to the Missing Maura Murray podcast. I'm Tim Polari, and I'm here with Lance Reensterna.
Hey Tim, how's it going?
Pretty good, Lance. This is the first episode of our Missing Maura Murray podcast, and we decided to do a podcast. Why, Lance?
Well, maybe we should start talking a little bit about the documentary that we were working on, which has been about 2 years, year and a half in the making. We knew that it was going to be a challenge, and I guess we'll get to those challenges in the episodes coming up, but we knew it was going to be a challenge. It turned out to be a significant challenge, and the podcast, you really have a lot more control over what you want to say. Mm-hmm. And it seems like a good vehicle to at least get the story out there in a different way.
A lot of people really focused on that sociopath comment from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
we were trying to defend your comments, but do you want to add anything to that?
You guys don't have to defend my comments. Feel free to throw me under the bus. No, it's I get into it a little bit more in the book, of course, but I think if you look at her actions and motivations up to the point of the disappearance, that I stick by it. I think this young woman was extremely smart, and I through no fault of her own, and mostly through her upbringing, had learned the means of survival, even if it was to the detriment of everybody else. So yeah, she was a sociopath. Of course she was.
simultaneously getting emails from a troll named Miles Wainwright. And I don't even want to tell you how much time I wasted looking up the meaning of the name Miles Wainwright. And he sent us a link to the Echo and the Bunnymen's Killing Time music video, and was talking about the moon and the moonlight that, the night she went missing. And right. So we were going back and forth with him kind of on email, not really engaging.
No, I was engaging. I was really curious. I asked him what he knew. I said, what makes you think you know what happened to Maura Murray? He said, I never said I know what happened to Maura Murray.
Yeah. Email that put us over the top was a reference to another unsolved murder in that area, and it was Tommy Conrad, and he made it, in the course of the dialogue, he wrote, it was about people minding their own business, and he said, just Tommy Conrad was basically assassinated in his mother's front yard for not keeping his goddamn mouth shut.
For not minding your goddamn business.
Right. Not minding your goddamn business. And we read that, and Tim at the time, I don't mind if Tim at the time just had Violet, and was a new dad, and he's like, fuck this. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like we thought someone was going to hurt us going on that hike. It was also coordinates that, this is the second time the person sent the coordinates to James with a creepy rhyme to it that said, was it 2 years ago I told you where, look again, she's still there?
Yeah.
And
we were worried that you'd go up there and step in a bear trap.
Right, because who doesn't want to put James Renner in a trap?
This person says, myself, my friend, and my cousin drove by Maura's car that night she went missing. I can tell you that the car was on the wrong side of the road facing the wrong direction. I didn't see anyone in or near the car. I don't recall seeing any lights in the car either. I'm sorry, but I cannot recollect the exact time, but I was driving to the jail to drop off money for a friend. I don't think they keep a record like that this long, but I know I had to sign in the money, so there may be a record at some point. I wasn't there for long, as I do not know as I do know it was past visiting hours, so I'd say I was there maybe 10 minutes. After I left, I went back on the same way I came and stopped at the Rite Aid, maybe there 5 minutes, and then headed back to Lincoln. On my way back, when I came up to where the car was, I saw a cop car, not 100% sure if it was a sedan or an SUV, but this person saw a cop car, fire truck, and an ambulance. When I got back home in Lincoln, I saw a news report about Maura, though at the time I don't think they said her name, and told the person I was living with that I drove past that. She told me to go to the PD and fill out a report. I did, and was told if they needed more info they'd contact me. No one ever did. Years went by, and I always wondered about her and what happened. I never contacted anyone because honestly I never knew there was any investigation still going on until this friend of hers, who is a listener of this podcast, started talking about it with her.